Welcome back, boys. This is the podcast called Your Dad's Garage. I don't even know. Is
Yeah,
that what it's
dad's
called?
dad's garage. Yeah.
Okay, Dad's Garage. And basically, this podcast is going to be about a bunch of random things, but the main topics we've kind of got sorted out are like video games. We'll be talking about news, like what we've played, if we've done anything interesting on any certain games, anything like that. And we'll also be talking about cars, and not just like cars in specific, just anything that's got an engine and wheels. Maybe not even wheels, just an engine. We'll probably be talking about it. Any news or anything we've thought about throughout the week. We'll be talking about that. Anything interesting, and then also
Right.
basically, we will be talking about just some funny stories about our lives, events, things we've gone through, just kind of giving you an insight on our lives a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to be.
The random
And
stuff we get
You
up
wanna
to.
you wanna give us a proper introduction?
yeah, so I am your host. I am Sebastian. And then I have my co-host slash producer slash and just does kind of a lot of shit behind the scenes. Scott, or AKA Bacon Pancakes on
Howdy, howdy.
Twitch.
What up,
You can
homies?
introduce yourself real quick. Drop
All
some
right.
socials.
I'm Scott. I'm the dude that does the stuff everywhere behind the scenes and mostly runs my own stuff along with some of the other stuff for group stuff. And yeah, that's really about it.
All right, and then we have our other co-host here, Elmo, and I'll let you introduce yourself and drop some socials.
Hi, I'm Elma.
Yeah,
That's
well,
that it?
pretty
That's
much
all we got?
we're
Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, so pretty much we're three friends from high school who play video games quite regularly, and we decided that we talk about a lot of shit, and we might as well kind of put a order to it and share it and see if anyone enjoys it, and and we will also be bringing on guests throughout the
The lifespan.
series, and
Or at least we hope
so and
so.
so, and oh, that's not a hope. So we definitely will. There's a lot of interesting people that I think a lot of us know, and you know, I think they are all a Discord call away, or could be. So I don't
One of
think it'd be too
one of them's been
difficult.
on stream with me.
Yeah. So, and yes, I bake a pancake streams. I stream. Our other friend Elmo does not stream that I'm aware of, unless he just lives a double life. Which, hey, you never know. Hopefully he'll tell
Turns
us.
out I'm a rapper.
Yeah, he's just a SoundCloud rapper with like just big money just laying around.
Big
But yeah,
cash.
so um I think we should all go around and kind of talk about how we met each other, kind of some of our first experiences together, kind of let people know who we are, and
How the
so
fuck we've met each other, dude? It's
yeah,
fucking
I don't know. I
freshman
don't
year.
remember. I don't remember how we met each other. So that one might
I'm
have
like
to be
that.
a
That's
I
the
different
only
I
way we've
remember
met
how I
each
met
other.
you guys, mostly
Okay,
because
I think I remember how I met Elmo, because like I don't think I really met him at school per se. I think I more met him on Xbox and then
yeah,
realized he was chill and talked to him in person.
I think that was the same for me because that's when I got my Xbox One, and then you guys were like, all right, we're gonna play, and Elmo was just there, and I'm like, oh yeah, Elmo, like we were in school, but like I didn't talk to him. I was like, Elmo's chill dude, whatever, and it just stayed from there.
Huh. I always thought I talked to most of my people or the people that I met. I always thought I went through
We
school, but now that I think about it, yeah, you're right.
we
I think
did
this is
talk to
back
each
in
other
like,
in school, but it was like school related. It wasn't like
yeah. I
I
think
don't
this is back when like, what was it? Rainbow Six was out.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that's when I got my Xbox One. We played BO4, and then CBS was like, "Oh, let's play Siege," and I was like, "All right, I gotta buy it. Let me buy it quick since I just got my Xbox. Go and play Siege. Played with you guys when I was absolute dog trash, which I still am. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay, it's Siege. That's understandable though.
Yeah.
And then I remember how I remembered
Seabass? I swear to
Seabass.
God, I talked to you outside.
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause-
so the way I think I met you, because okay, everyone who's listening right now, I may make a lot of Mexican, like, quote-unquote racist references towards him and some of the people I'm talking about, but it's not like that, alright? I will explain some of the stories and instances, and just don't judge from first sight, all right, or from first shot of ear. So, but the way I met a lot of my Mexican Xbox friends is either through Daniel or Elmo, and they're always any story that includes Daniel usually is just like one of those stories that you don't want to miss because it's just like what does this fucker got in store for us today, you know?
Right.
I'm
So
pretty sure you met Daniel through me.
I think I met Daniel through you.
Yeah,
And then
because
I
like,
met Julian through Daniel or you. But like I don't remember, did I meet you through Brevin?
I think it was. It might have been. Yeah, I think Brevin was. I think it was Brevin and Bryce that really introduced me.
Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause-
because I think you were I think you were pretty close with Bryce back in the early high school days.
Even
Yeah,
I
early
was.
high school days. Like, fuck.
You have to
I
remember
think
that
first
even
day
I
of
was
school,
close to
I
Bryce.
came in. I was like, "Yo, what's up, guys?" And then all of a sudden, I got in. No, it was somewhere around like the first week. And I should say the first day. First week, I walk over to your table, and you guys are all just, huddled up. You know that like first hour. What was it? It was what are they called?
Oh, the before
Homeroom?
school wait,
Yeah,
was it
like
the before school when you wait for everyone to get there and then you
yeah,
got
yeah,
like
yeah. That.
yeah. Yeah, that was pretty much like homeroom or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Passing hour.
So yeah, I just
That
walk
was
over
just
to
the
your table,
main
and I.
area they corralled all the what do you call them?
Idiots.
Prisoners. Yeah.
Yeah, all the fucking freshy prisoners. We were pretty surrounded. We were just a bunch of little kids.
Oh, quick thing to interrupt you. So this kid Brevin we're talking about, right? How we got to this table is so me and Brevin get there super early in the morning because we rode the bus at this point, right? And I live super far away from the school, one of the furthest people away. And I rode the bus, so the bus always dropped me off super early and picked me up super early. And Brevin was one of the first people there too. And remember, this is my like literal first day in the high school as like a legitimate high schooler, and I walk in and I grab the closest table to the door, you know, because no one's there. I'm one of the first people to enter the high school, right? And I sit at this table, and then all of a sudden the next bus of kids come in, and then Brevin walks in with his older sister, was she a junior or a senior at the time?
She was a senior.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
a senior when we were freshmen, and I unknowingly sat down at her table, and then Brevin, being like one of my only friends I wouldn't say only, but one of my closest friends at the time, sat down next to me because quads stick together, and fucking his sister walks over there next to us with one of her friends, and I was like, "Hola," and then she's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing at this table?" I was like, I'm just sitting down. I don't know. This is the open table. She's like, well, I'm gonna be nice.
I
You
remember
guys can
this.
make this your new table, but this was our table, and you're lucky I don't kick your ass right now. And I was like, I kind of took that as like a nice
A nice,
warning.
a nice gesture.
A nice
You know.
gesture.
I
But I
remember.
was
I remember
like-
because I walked
That's
in
how the
right as she
freshman
was
took
yelling
over
at
the
you. I
table?
think it was Cody's sister.
Who'd you kiss? Cody's sister.
What? No, I think I said I walked in right as they were yelling at you about it, and
Holy
and I think it was Cody's sister that was yelling at you.
Oh, maybe.
It might have been either.
Cody's sister, bro. I forgot Cody. I forgot about Cody, bro.
Bro,
Fuck.
his light bulb
It was
just
probably
switched
both
on.
of them yelling at me, to be honest.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Me and
surprise
Brevin
me.
were just getting our shit licked right there real hard. And then Cody's just sitting there like, JC, go fuck yourself. And JC's like, Cody, what'd you just say? Cody's like, what? I love Cody. God, I miss him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. God, there's so many high school friends that we haven't talked to. That hopefully we can touch base eventually. That'd be nice.
Well, going
That
back
would be pretty nice.
going back to our topic, the way I met Seabass, I moved to our school back in 2nd grade, and I was friends with this kid Bryce that they mentioned before. I was his neighbor. And so I'd play Xbox with him throughout the day, and one day I was talking to Bryce at school, and Seabass is there. I was like, you play Xbox? Well, yeah. Well, why the fuck don't you play with me? And really sprouted from there. It was kind of a mix of Bryce and Tanner, I want to say.
Oh yeah, back when Tanner actually played Xbox.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And then CBS was like, well, why don't you play with me? And we started playing every day, and it just went from, like, you know, middle school, high school friends to basically we're like brothers to each other. So, yeah. That's how I met Seabass. And then Elmo, like I said, through Xbox.
I was the new kid. I just came in freshman year. Like I said, first week, I was like, I think it was Tanner that was like, hey, come over to our table. I walk up, and I just meet up with all of you, and it was really intimidating because, you know, I was the new kid, and it's always intimidating being the new kid.
Right.
You don't know who your friend group is going to be, and you just hope that they're somewhat relatable.
Right.
Or, like, that you could just, you know, really hang out or, like, really open up to. And, like, that second, like, that, I think it was, like, the first second of me being there, Bryce was like, so, are you okay with racist jokes? And I'm like, oh, yes. This right here.
That is definitely a Bryce thing. That is definitely the first question Bryce asked you. Surprised he wasn't like, is it okay if I call you a beaner?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it just sprouted from there. Like, I felt so, like, you know how, like, there's, like, those moments where your, like, shoulders are really tense. You don't even know it.
Yeah,
it's,
you're like your
subconscious.
posture is all like you're in like good posture, not trying to be. You're nervous, like locked up.
Yeah. Well, in that second, the moment he said that, or he asked that, I just my shoulders just like straight up eased up a little, and I just felt relieved or something, and it just felt good. I was like, oh yes,
Friends.
this is the friends I need. And so from there on, it just kind of evolved. I was like, oh, hey, let's play some Xbox together. And then we started playing some Siege. You know, we met with Seabass, talked to you a little bit, and then Scott, and then it just went on.
That whole group. I don't know if I've ever told you how I met Bryce, Elmo.
How did you meet?
So
wait, you say you were a new kid in 2nd grade, or?
Yeah, in 2nd grade I was the new kid. So I moved here from a different school, obviously. Halfway through the year, so it's like the school year had already been going.
Okay.
And I got here and I got to the school and like Bryce was like the first kid I met, whatever. Well then I'm outside doing whatever and I look next door and there's Bryce. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, I live here. You know, like the dumbass remark, like, well, this is my house.
Yeah.
Why are you here? I'm like, this is my house. But we used to sit there and like I'd go over to his house and play Xbox. We play like MW2, MW3, and play like the old school Infected. And
oh yeah.
I remember because my mom at the time was always like, you can't be inside playing video games all the time. Like you have to go outside. So what I do is we'd go in his backyard and he'd open the back window of like their little like downstairs living room, and I'd sit in that window with an Xbox controller and play video games from the window with him. And my mom would be like, what are you doing? I thought I told you had to play outside. Well, I am outside. Just playing Xbox.
I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he had a mission. He completed it.
I was told to play outside, and that's what I did. You didn't say what I had to play outside. That or me and Bryce would just get into trouble, like splitting wood, or like we'd go bike around town or do something stupid.
All right, so we got introductions out of the way, I guess. I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get, I think.
Yeah,
That gave us a good description of how we are and what we are.
Yo, a quick thing. I don't know, like, hearing how your point of view of you coming to this school is a lot different from mine. Alright?
Really?
So you're talking about being nervous and shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, literally everyone loved you. Like, everyone wanted to be friends with you, except
Yeah.
like the weird kids, you know, but like all the popular kids, everyone was like, Elmo, come over here, Elmo, come over here, you're
I
the
think
only Mexican
partially
kid.
part of that was probably because of my name. Like, there's no
Yeah.
way it wasn't because of my name.
And I think it was also not trying to be racist, but it was probably because you're Mexican too.
Yeah, for
Or,
those
like
okay.
Mexican.
for like a quick description of the place we are currently living in, it's a white, it's a
Rural
white
area.
town. Yeah, right, white rural area.
Rural
It's
town,
it's
yeah.
very heavily populated with people that not of skin color or anything. It's a very protected town too. Like there's nothing horrible happening here or nothing like big happening here.
Yeah, it's a
So
very small, quiet town.
and like the nearest Walmart is like 30 to 20
20,
minutes
30
away.
minutes away, yeah.
So it's a really nice place, you don't have to like get anything.
Like my
You
You
won't
don't
hear
got a
anything
lot of
bad.
crackheads here, but you do have a lot of poor white people that.
we don't have crackheads, we have meth heads, but
Yeah.
But
that's
I'm
what
sure we'll get to there eventually.
well probably if we talk about mine and John's accident last year.
Oh.
Hey, you're an accident.
I know.
But like, there's not many people of skin color, and me being the first student of skin color going into that school was probably what really
Literally, imagine a piece of gold being dropped into a bowl of like peanuts. Like literally, everyone is like, "Woo, gold!"
The description I would use was I think it was a tree in the middle of a snow, or like, yeah,
Yeah, it was
in the
just
middle of
like,
a snowstorm or something like that. That was the description I would
Yeah.
always
It's that
go
log
with.
cabin with all the lights on in the middle of that
Yeah,
snowstorm, and
I'm the
you're
log cabin.
freezing.
and it was literally he instantly walked in, everyone was like celebrity.
Yeah, but no,
Like,
I
he
was
didn't
fucking
know it,
nervous
but-
back then. I was scared about, like, I don't know. It was weird because I'm from Minnesota,
It's
and a lot
understandable.
of people there are like, naturally nice. Like, and I had to like build relationships through there. Like, it took me years to like really get friends that I trusted there. And like moving here is just like a big move. And I don't know, it just fucking it all hit into place like within the first week of school,
It's all
freshman
coming
year.
together.
And from there, I met a lot of good people, made some good memories, and fuck yeah, it was a great time.
Sounds about right. It was. This is gonna sound so stupid, but I'll tell a story from when I first moved here. So, back in second grade, my first friend was Jared. You know, best friend all the way up through high school, even still.
Yeah.
But back then, there was another Jared that was Jared's friend. There was two Jareds.
Oh, wait,
and-
what?
Yep, there was two Jareds. They lived like right next to each other. But I was like, I'm gonna be friends with Jared. Well, we'll go with JT and JD because JT is the Jared that stayed. Like, it's still here, still my friend. JD is the one that absolutely hated me. So I get in there and Jared's like, well, what's your name? Trying to be friendly with me because I didn't know what the hell was going on. It's, I came halfway through the year, and I came from a school where I was, I was learning cursive when they were barely starting to count their ABCs, like, and it's like recess. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna chill with you. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Well, JD comes up to me and like, this kid was weird, whack. He's like, you can't be friends with Jared. Like, I'm friends with Jared. It's like, well, I'm gonna be friends with him anyways. Like, why can't we all be friends? I was that kid. He's like,
Wait,
because
this
I'm.
is like elementary school?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, like, if this is happening in fucking high school, I don't know, this is a little too immature right now and a little bit direct.
I
but,
sure.
like,
Well, when I finish the story, I sure hope it wasn't in high school. Because if it was, oh god. But a couple days go by, and I kept hanging out with Jared, and the kid, JD comes up to me on the playground, and like back in the day, there's the main plastic playground, there's the swings, and there's like this metal slide area, and the metal slide area.
Check Discord.
I can't, or I have to go on my phone, but the metal slide is where we used to always just sit and chill. JD comes over to me and Jared, and he's like, dude, if you don't back off, like, if you don't stop being his friend, I'm not gonna do, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, whatever. The kid tried to use a Kamehameha wave on me, and then ran away. And for a second grader, if a second grader sitting there thinking, what the hell just happened, there's a problem.
Wait. He did it, like, he pulled a Kamehameha wave on you?
Yeah, he tried to, like, build it up and launch it at me, and it didn't work, and he ran away.
Second grade?
Yes.
bro, mad respect. I don't even know fucking. I had no clue about Dragon Ball Z till I was like 4th, 5th grade, I think.
Oh, mad respect. That's going down in the cult book. All right.
Like, come on, man. The fucking Kamehameha wave is an iconic move, and he just pulled that out on you.
Just let
Hell
me know when
yeah.
we're good, Seabass. But
Give me a second.
yeah. Oh, what's another story? God.
Here, we'll kind of move it. We'll come back to more of this. But
Yeah.
shit. I don't really know what to do next. I guess
We could probably do some weird news wires shit. Talk about politics, or well, I don't know if I
No
want to
way.
get that into
no politics
No.
is not being brought on this bitch. Fuck.
Honestly, that sounds like a
Ah.
bad idea.
We could talk about fucking top stories.
Top
Oh,
stories, like one of our best ones.
No. I mean like worldwide top stories.
Well, hold on. I want this to be more of like a introduce us and get to know us for
Oh, yeah, I
our first
suppose.
episode. So we'll tell a little bit more about us. But so I'm trying to think right now.
Talk about a recent story, something that's going on. Like my fucking dickhead of a car.
Hold on. Here. Something that I want to do so you can get to know us a little bit more is I want to talk about like what you want to do, because not a lot of us well, none of us have really kind of like, some of us are going to school, some of us gone to school, you know, but none of us really have a solid job on what we're going to do in life. So to kind of explain a little bit more about yourself, I want each of us to go around and give a little 5 to 10 minute short little detail about like what your ideal job or like future of like
Just be
passionate
like
work
future
would
plan.
be.
I'm guessing. Like what? Just
Not, I
future
don't want
plan.
like whole life plan, but like more like, you know, since this is a hard podcast too. Okay, here. Tell me about what job you would like if you could have any job in the world creating like whatever, just making money is your like, what would your source of income be?
Oh.
Your dream source of income, and then what would be 2 favorite cars? So I'm going to explain the cars that you have to choose, right? This is going to be your dream show car. That can be like any spec, like, you know, it's just mainly a show car though, you know, you bring it
Yeah.
to show, show it off, you know, you got sponsors you need to keep up. What would be that car, and then what would be the truck that you would haul it with? Is like a whole combo, you know what I mean? Like, or vehicle. It doesn't exactly have to be a truck, but I mean, like, could be a semi, could, you know what I mean? Like, what
I'm
would
gonna
you
haul it in with a
have?
Nissan Skyline.
Dude,
He's gonna
oh,
haul with a
quick thing.
Nissan Skyline. He's got a race bike.
I'm gonna
Quick
make
thing.
that thing into a truck.
I think everyone listening needs to hear this. But I saw this video earlier of this GTI racing an M4, right? From a complete stop at a light. This M4 takes off.
Oh
And
yes.
fucking just starts hauling ass, and all of a sudden there's like a 2-ton fucking boat hooked up to the back of this fucking M4, and this motherfucker's just scooting down the fucking road, and this GTI can't keep up. It is fucking hilarious.
Saw that one too.
Nice.
This is and he was like pulling too. Like he was straight up. He got a good
Yeah.
launch in there. I don't know if the other guy wasn't pinning it all the way or if he was
Yeah.
actually just that far ahead. But the
That's
motherfucker
funny.
was hauling.
Dude, he was gone, bro. Dude, there's no catching up to that dude.
Who wants to go first then?
Well, I'm gonna say Scott because he is actually going to school for something as we speak. So.
All right. Well,
That's true. That's true.
I am actually thinking of switching my program, my major into computer and IT development. So something within that field. I do like I love building computers now, and something I've gotten really into is looking at it and looking how to go about everything. So something within that. My show car. I'd want to go with an old school muscle car, like old school Chevelle, old school Chevelle, or like the one you gave me. Give me a second. Ooh, 64. Old school, something like that, or a 69 Camaro, just to give an homage to my grandma, because that was a car that she had. And towing it,
Nice taste.
I would probably have to use a little backstory. My grandpa's got a truck. It's a big Duramax dually with airbag suspension in the back for towing. We call it Big Bertha, and that's what I would use. I would use that to tow it.
Yeah, it's pretty tits. By the way, I'll give you a little bit more detail because Scott's not exactly a huge truck person, but his grandpa's got, what year is it? Do you know? It's like 2015 to 2017
yeah, it's a
model.
It's a Duramax.
Yeah, it's a really nice Duramax. I fucking don't know exactly Duramax engine, but I think it's a 6.6 liter fucking
something like that. And it's got,
yeah, and it's a dually, and he's got really nice airbag suspension in the back, and you got from what I know, he got a super nice deal on it. And the truck's pretty tits, not gonna lie.
It's full cab, long bed. He traded his F350 and put 30,000 down on it as well, which he had the money. He's a gunsmith, like that's what he does. He had plenty of cash to drop on it, but he loves that truck. The only thing is, goes into limp mode when he doesn't put the whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember.
Yeah, diesel exhaust fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he hates it.
Yeah, that's just not good for
and he got a new hitch for the bed, like one of those nice big boys. Yeah, he got one of those in there.
Bolt into the frame through the bed.
Oh.
Yeah, he just got one of those, and it looks clean. It's
Does he even have a trailer to fucking haul with that?
At this point, I don't think he fucking needs one.
Yeah, you're right.
No, you can't haul anything with that hitch in the bed unless you have a gooseneck or a fifth wheel trailer.
He doesn't have a trailer for that, but we have to get the up at our hunting grounds. We have to get the deer shack out of there, which is just an old trailer house.
Oh, so is that a fifth wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just got to pop it off there and then bring it to the junkyard. He wanted it in case, because my dad and my uncle always steal his truck to go do stuff, mostly because my uncle's Cadillac breaks down just as much as my car, and then my dad has a habit of blowing up rear diffs in his truck. So,
I wonder how that happens.
I'll tell you exactly how that happens. He tows something heavier than what the truck can handle.
No, god damn it! I was
every single time. Oh no, he's got like a regular GMC Sierra, like nothing crazy. He put like a big, like 2,000-pound trailer, and put a Chrysler Sebring on it, which it exceeded the weight limit by a good 1,000 pounds or so, and he towed it all the way there all the way from Wisconsin Dells to home, and the rear diff just exploded. So then he bought a new one and painted it orange.
Less tits.
And
got
then
a new diff and painted the diff cover orange.
Yeah, and then got a new one, and then did the same thing.
His dad's not painting the fucking actual gears orange. His dad's not a mouth breather. Alright, he knows what he's doing.
He is sometimes, but that's besides the point.
Hey, he's a good mouth breather.
Want me to go next then?
Yeah.
As far as future jobs or like professions that I would really want to go into, I'm more of a mechanic kind of guy. I like fixing cars.
Yeah.
I would love to just like work on like really high-end cars for like special people, to have like my own garage, my own shop. I just work on other people's cars, like really, I don't know, just make them real nice, make them real fucking tits, basically, like custom shop.
More commission work.
Yeah, like what's the guys from GTA?
Benny. Benny and Lamar.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about. The one dude who's got the fucking shop, and then fucking. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The newer stuff.
No, the hacker dude.
Lester.
Lester.
From GTA or Fast and the Furious?
No, GTA.
The dude who's got the garage. Yeah, Benny's. Benny's
I
garage.
think it is.
that
Yeah,
the
it is
custom
Benny's.
Benny's
one?
It is.
is yeah,
No, it is. I don't know. I think it is.
Yeah, the
name
one where you
is
can do
Benny's.
hydraulics. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Benny's
yeah, yeah.
custom
yeah. There's
garage.
Benny's, and then there's the new stuff, the auto shop that's through I think his name's Moody or Kiny Music or something like that.
Yeah. So either one of those two, because they like like they're basically doing high end jobs for all these like rich people that can afford shit. Like that's the shit I want to do. Just sit around, just in my shop and just do some work on some vehicles, make my art or magic work, and
You talking about doing like body kits and then painting them and like matching it and everything? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, like full on like
Custom
suspension
tuning,
work
stuff like
as
that
well as
too.
engine work.
Oh, you want to do engine work, dude?
Yeah, engine work as
That kind
well.
of sounds like a little bit of pain in the ass. Engine work on those really nice cars. I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
that is true.
It
But it
is,
sounds like a
but-
good challenge, though. Not gonna lie.
It is.
Um,
It's fucking. Oh, you really need the knowledge for that shit more than anything, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
patience.
Oh yeah, because if you break some, you sir are gonna be paying a lot.
Yeah, you better
Yeah.
have your ass covered, bro. You gotta.
Oh,
But-
that was a fucking $1,000 bolt I just snapped.
Right. Fucking a righty tighty turns into a righty loosey.
And then your fucking pants need to be changed because you know fucking are in debt.
Yep. And as far as vehicles go, show vehicle. What would be a good show vehicle?
What's your dream vehicle? Dream show vehicle?
Dream show. Oh,
Well,
shit,
something that
that's
you would be
Like say almost say I swung by right now and dropped off 500 grand and gave you the keys to a brand new fucking garage with a lift to build the car. Like, you could go pick it up in whatever shape and build
Wait,
it
does
however
this have
you
to
want.
be okay? So it can be built, not stock.
Yeah.
Nope, they could be built literally,
Okay,
or
okay.
if you want it stock, like it's got to be like show car status, like how you would want your show car to be.
Something that
know?
you can modify, build out, or even leave stock. But
Something you'd be proud to go, yo, I own this bitch. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
All right, so here's the thing. I get a lot of like hashback for saying this, but like the Corvettes, right? They're known to be for middle-aged men, to be the guys that are straight up what are they called?
golfers.
No. What
Midlife crisis
yeah,
vehicle.
midlife crisis vehicles. There it is. They're midlife crisis vehicles. So like a lot of people buy it as like out of the necessity or need. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but yes, midlife crisis vehicle.
So
But
I'm gonna explain this to you real quick. Midlife crisis is you turning 50 and going, oh shit, I'm not cool anymore. I'm out of date. I need to be cool again. I need to feel young. I'm getting too old. So you go buy a sports car so you can feel young again and feel like you're not 50 because you're like, fuck, I'm getting old. So you're
yeah.
like, I need to feel young. I'm not old. I just have a Corvette. You know what I mean? So like, midlife crisis comes in many
Yeah,
shapes.
okay,
and
okay.
forms,
I always just make
So
the joke. 'Cause
basically,
the
that's the only reason why many people don't like that car is because it got that midlife crisis feel or vibe to it. And I mean, I can understand it. So what I want is a Corvette, but I want it, completely squatted out more than it already is. Maybe even put like a hydraulic suspension in there, and make it a wide body. Just make it look real nice. Fucking some cool ass, I don't know, wrap maybe. And as far as engine, I think the LS works in it. Uh, Maybe put a couple turbos or just keep the supercharger. And I think that would be the nice trophy vehicle that I would keep. Where I would haul it though, not sure.
Do you want a squatted, or would you use a
Just get a
lowered
drag
fucking
semi, fuck it.
1500 Chevy?
No,
You not?
no,
You would get-
no.
Just use a drag semi. Put a big ass trailer on there.
Oh,
What?
dude, you could get a lowered semi.
Ooh.
If anything, I'd probably make it what's it call it? Fucking cambered semi wheels. Oh, I can't speak. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to sneak. Ah! Ah! Oh my god, my nose.
Well, I was
What
gonna
was I
say,
on about?
which way you're gonna haul your
Oh,
vet?
right. I guess Chevys are like a big thing in my life because of my parents or my dad. He really likes them.
A good old Chevy.
Oh,
Yeah, my
yeah.
grandpa loves Chevys, dude. My grandpa's just
Like
he
as
just
far
like
as the whole Ford versus Chevy thing goes, I'm not really like I don't want to really be tied down to one, but if I were to really pick one, it'd probably be Chevy. And honestly, it's probably gonna be lifted. Big old Big Bertha wheels. I don't know if I would go with like the latest model or if I'd go with an old body. I'd probably go with the latest model.
Some of
Latest
the
model Chevy.
some of the older Chevy trucks have an LS in it as well, and they tend to not have that many problems compared to some of the newer ones. I know some of the newer ones like to blow head gaskets or have piston issues.
Yeah, it's mostly their sensors and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're struggling with one too right now. And I guess I do know a little bit more about Chevy engines than most other
I
vehicles.
say, as someone who's driven, I've driven a Dodge, Chevy, and Ford truck, and I've driven them for days at a time. Like, there's a vehicle's a vehicle. In any sense, if you have a vehicle and it gets you from point A to point B, you've got a vehicle and it works.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about, like Corvette, like people are probably gonna like give you shit. Like as long as you're not like some people are with Corvettes, where they're like Seabass was saying, you get that person that's like got to be cool. So he sees these kids on the street and has got to like floor it everywhere, even though there's no reason in doing that, and like it's just being obnoxious is like being a good driver versus being obnoxious is different. It's kind of like knowing when to speed and not speeding all the time versus that kid in high school that's like, I have my Honda Civic, I want to floor it everywhere and be obnoxious.
Yeah, that's understandable. Oh fuck.
Like I say, your dream car is your dream car. You want to go and build a Jeep Jeep Rubicon or whatever they're called. You go build it. As long as you get behind that wheel and you're like, I did it, I made it. Good for you.
yeah, as long as you have interest in the vehicle and you care about it, and you have interest in it, there's really nothing wrong with it. Unless you squat your truck, go fuck yourself. I hate you on your body. All right.
Half
well,
squat
yeah,
it.
that there's nothing wrong with somebody disagreeing. Like me personally, I don't like Jeeps at all. I hate them. But if you want to build a Jeep, go right ahead. Just don't try to make me like your Jeep.
Yeah, I've had to work on several Jeeps. They've been pretty crappy to work on, not gonna lie. I don't like them either.
Yeah, so my show vehicle, all right, it wouldn't just be a show vehicle, cause, you know, but it's one of my most recent, this is just, you know, it's just a car that I have personally, kind of always liked, and recently it's just kind of like become more and more of a favorite, just because of, I don't know. It so my car of choice is going to be a 2009 Dodge Viper ACR, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it's just sexy. All right. And there's some wheels that I would put on it. There's some black Rhino Odessas,
Oh, I know
and
exactly what you're talking about too.
I don't know what color, cuz probably black depending on the color scheme, but like I don't know if I would really do much to the engine. Like I probably would if I had the money. I would definitely build it with like brand new updated parts and probably add. I would definitely twin turbo to my tire. I would twin turbo it, and I would tune it and everything, and boost gauges and fucking boost modifiers and controllers and shit, and fucking the whole 9 yards. And I would probably put it on bags if I could, because I would I just really like having a car that like can scrape on the ground, but can also get over a curb because I live in Wisconsin, and frankly, everything isn't flat. So,
Yeah.
you know, that would be my dream car. But if I'm hauling it everywhere, I would just keep it scraping constantly, cause fuck everyone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it'd be the coupe version, dude, and just burnouts in that motherfucker. Dude, those would be some smoky ass burnouts. And I just like the long hood, just like knowing like the hood is long for a reason, just like makes it even more menacing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember what model it is of those cars, but there was a certain gauge, like certain year group. I can't remember exactly which one, where you put that rear defroster on though, and the whole windshield would explode. Like
That's funny.
the whole back windshield or whatever, the whole back window would just explode as soon as you turn that thing. Well, not as soon, but let it go, and it would eventually
Heat
shatter.
up and explode.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't
That's
think it's the
fantastic.
2009 like you
That's an
said.
easy fix. Just replace that bitch and she'll good.
Yeah, hey, something that scared the shit out of you once. Alright, that's all.
Yeah, and then you don't turn that defroster on because having that back window is real nice.
Did. And, alright. Alright, if we're gonna get technical here, my dream
Okay.
truck, this isn't exactly a dream truck, so if I have to rob a goddamn bank to get this truck before I die, I will. Alright?
This is his
Okay.
confession now.
It's a first gen mechanical, like 4-speed manual Cummins. Alright, I wanted a 4-speed, but I wanted an upgraded 4-speed. Alright, so that way it's like a drag rate, like geared 4-speed.
Oh,
so I
here,
have
there, and
the length.
gone.
Yeah, so I have the length, but I can just trick people into just thinking it's a normal 4 gear. You know what I mean? 4-speed.
Okay.
So, but twin turboing that, it's got to be a mechanical. All right, it's just got to be a mechanical. There's just something about the mechanical 12 valves that just make them sound like a fucking semi or a tractor, and it's just disgusting. All right, I would twin turbo it just to piss people off. I would put it on bags and lower that motherfucker to the ground. It would be a dually, it would be a flatbed, it would be straight pimping, it would be all blacked out, it would have those long fucking pokey boys on each of the lug nuts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And oh my god, dude, that thing would be fucking a panty dropper. Like, you would have to hide your lady, and I'm gonna have that stack
Panty
coming out the hood. It's gotta be coming out the hood. Alright?
A moistener.
Otherwise you're doing it wrong. And dude, that motherfucker would just be you'd look at that thing and just think, damn, that's tits. That is all tits and nothing but tits right there. You know what I mean? And then with that fucking ACR on the back, they're just gonna be like, oh god, even more tits. Jesus Christ, that's illegal. It's too many titties.
Oh, I never
what I
told
mean?
you, Seabass.
I'm sorry. And another thing that you will soon come to figure out about me is, like, I do like Nissan quite a bit. I am a really big Nissan fanboy. I do like a couple BMWs. I do like supercars, but I just gotta say this: it's Mopar or no car. All right, fuck out of here with everything else. Fuck your goddamn Mustang. Fuck your goddamn Corvette. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm sorry. I like other shit. I do like Ford. I do like Chevy, but I am prejudiced. All right. I was born and raised a Dodge fan, so sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
And yeah, that's a little bit about me. My favorite cars. Probably one of my two favorite cars ever, besides a '69 Charger, dude. Oh, dude. If I could get a hold of one of those and swap a fucking Hellcat into it, Jesus Criminies.
Jesus
6.2 liter supercharged, just hog a fucking coochie. Just, oh god. Are you guys in a game or no?
Yes.
Alright, after, make sure I join it. But, yeah, so that's kind of us. You kind of know our preference a little bit more in cars. These guys don't know about trucks as much, so if you're a truck fan,
I'm not
we
really
can
more...
we could, if we wanted to, we can even go over where we are now with vehicles. Like,
yeah, I don't got much to talk about.
Yeah, I'm
There's
not
no
really
shit
much of a
about
I'm
it.
only saying
fan.
that just because, like,
Scott can talk about his car if he wants. If you want to talk.
the only
about your
reason
car,
is because
you're
I
more
was
than
when I
welcome.
was driving around with Thorin the other day. This like 70-year-old lady came up to me while we were in the parking lot. You know, I'm chilling. I'm opening my Pokemon cards. You know, vibing. And she comes up and she's waves at me through the window, and I roll it down. She's like, "I love your car," and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "I love your car. It reminds me of my car when I was younger." You know, I drive
You
a
wanted to give him head.
I drive a 2004 Mitsubishi Eclipse currently. And she's like, it reminds me, like, it's like old school JDM. I'm like, this 70-year-old lady is talking to me about JDM cars when my car has a giant wing on the back and I'm just chilling open Pokemon cards. I thought it was the coolest thing. Like,
I'm gonna pause you real quick. He says she's 70, but she's probably 50 and just
Yeah.
breathed in enough brake cleaner from working on cars herself that she seems like a 70-year-old. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
pretty
what I
much.
was guessing too.
But
hey, you never know.
you don't know, Grandma could be out here gapping people on the highway. You don't know.
Yeah. Hey.
We all know my
all
grandma's
I'm
doing it.
saying-
She's almost 70.
I'm just saying brake cleaner is just redneck nos. Alright?
Yeah, but
Hey, it gets you places.
You do.
it do
It
get
do
you
be getting
places.
you places.
It can also, make things fun when you're working on a car and you gotta get that engine going.
Ah,
Yeah.
Until you, blast something open that you shouldn't
Right.
have.
So, yeah, that's a little bit about us, a little bit about our vehicles stuff, and yeah. So I think we should get into video games now a little bit. I think that's a pretty
solid.
expansive topic of ours. Do we agree?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
So, I am gonna say, let's talk about. It's hard to like. It's hard to specify one game is like your favorite, but like if you were to say like one like genre of game or like one game franchise was your favorite, what would it be and explain why a little bit?
Oh shit. Oh
If
shit.
you got multiple, if you say you can't decide on one that you just kind of want to name your favorite, you can have multiple and just dig into them a little bit, if you like. Just go right ahead, or if you just got a couple games that you just want to name off and
Favorite games, dude.
a little bit about why they're
This
your
is
favorite.
always like a hard one for me because like I really don't have a single favorite game. All the games that I've ever played in my life are like
Up there.
okay. There's obviously some that are really bad, but like I've always enjoyed playing video games so much that I honestly like a lot of them. Obviously some more than others, but I can't really pinpoint which one exactly. So you're gonna have to give me some time to think about this
Yeah,
real
you're
hard.
good.
You gotta take.
Scott?
You gotta take any
Ye-
time, or
Nah, not really, no, but
because I have a pretty good idea of my answer
Yeah.
already. And you probably
yeah, I
can
got
guess
a favorite game series of mine.
You could probably guess exactly what mine.
Yeah, I
might
know
be.
I set you up for this big one. I'm trying to get you a little bit of showtime here, so.
We'll do because I do have two that I do like. We'll start with the biggest, more obvious one to them. The Borderlands series for me is a game like I started with Borderlands 1 way back in the day. I borrowed it from we had this neighbor. His name's Rick, and he let me borrow it for the PS3, and I played it. And I was like, this game's hella fun. Like, I bought Borderlands 2 after watching a YouTube video and just continuously watching YouTube videos. And I was like, I need this game, and I put 8,000 plus hours into Borderlands 2. So there's that one. I played pre-sequel. I played 3. I played, I didn't play Tales from the Borderlands that much, but a little bit. But that's a game that I just remember playing for hours and hours and hours and never getting bored of because I could do something in one game and do something different in another game and continuously go about and try to do these new things. After that series, I'd say Monster Hunter. I play Monster Hunter when I just need to mindlessly do something. I can just sit there and swing a greatsword and be like bonk on the head, and yeah, it's really all you can really say about Monster Hunter other than I kill monsters. Yay.
Fair enough.
I was like,
I mean, it is the name of the game.
yeah. Maybe after that, maybe Left 4 Dead. I don't know.
Okay. That's a solid choice, honestly, for both of them. All three of them, actually.
They're all games I
Really?
played for outrageous amounts of hours. I like Left 4 Dead. Even
Yeah.
I played when I was younger, like continuously. Like me and my brother, my stepbrother, went through and on Xbox, you have achievements and all that. We went through and got every single achievement on that game. We took the time to get every single achievement in Left 4 Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead.
Understandable.
I think I never got to really play it Left 4 Dead. I did get to play a little bit of Left 4 Dead 2, but I think it was only for like a limited time.
Yeah.
I think it was like at a friend's house or something like that. So I never really got to get a good taste for Left 4 Dead. But from the time I played it anyways, it was a pretty good one.
Yeah. Do you still need more time, or
I
do you want me to
might.
go? Alright, I can go real quick. Scott, are you done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. So my my most memorable like franchise is the Treyarch Call of Duty games. I can't say all the Call of Duties because despite all of my friends playing like MW2, MW3, I never played those games, and I can get into that a little bit why. But what you call it? Mainly the Treyarch games because of zombies. I've been not exactly playing since World at War, but I've 100% been watching, and I played a little bit, but not as much. Not that I can exactly remember, but so my favorite game out of all of the franchises though is going to be Black Ops 2 because of the just memories
Memories and
honestly,
nostalgia.
yeah, nostalgia, but like honestly, besides even with nostalgia, Black Ops 3 is like hella fucking close because like everyone hated Black Ops 3 because of the hopping and shit, but like low key Black Ops 3 was just a super fun game.
It
Like,
was, and me and you have talked about that before. Like the zombie storyline really
oh, the
picked
zombies on God, Black Ops 3 is the best zombies to ever come to this day just because of storyline and gameplay wise. Like take out memorabilia and like, like besides Easter egg, like there is so much fucking content in Black
Yeah,
Ops 3
dude. The
zombies.
fucking you go on YouTube, you search up like zombies
Oh god.
story and like
Yeah.
the whole story, and it'll be like
Everything
what?
comes from Black Ops 3.
Yeah, it's
Like,
gonna be like 3-hour videos basically, just telling you everything.
because basically, to explain to the audience a little bit, is like Black Ops. Okay, so World Out, it was just kind of like first zombies. The first zombies they really ever had. Well, the first zombies they did have, and it was more just like a survive. Like these maps are just basic maps of ours that are smaller, and the main objective is to survive, pack a punch your guns, and get perks and last as long as you can. And that's what Black Ops 1 and Black Ops, or no, that's what World at War and Black Ops 1 were about, was just surviving, and then uh, World at War, like, when I say Easter egg, I'm not talking about, like,
finding the three
like,
teddy bears and getting the song playing.
yeah, or going to shoot 3 teddy bears with a pack-a-punch gun and getting a pistol. I'm talking about, like, sweating your fucking nuts off, like, fucking watching YouTube videos and, like, literally crying because you can't fucking get past a step. Easter eggs, like, shit that literally can end
like
game.
Revelations, for example. The Easter egg on
Yeah.
Revelations is a bitch.
Yeah, like Origins, fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
Their Eyes of
there's not
Draka.
any Easter eggs. The giant, yeah, there's a couple Easter eggs to get a fucking perk, but, like, that's not really an Easter egg. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm talking about. But, like, Black Ops 1 is where they kind of introduced a little couple Easter eggs like that with George and some of the other maps
Yeah,
in 5, and
you had Moon, you had Shangri-La, you had what was it, Call of the Dead? Is that what it was called?
yeah, Call It Dead with George, and they started heavily kind of getting a lot more into the Easter eggs throughout the Black Ops 1. Just, what do you call them? Mod packs? Or is that what they.
Add-ons,
Or
DLC.
DLCs. Yeah, DLCs. With the Black Ops 1 DLCs, they started getting into Easter eggs more, and they still weren't like. You didn't have to do the Easter egg to survive. That's the kind of Easter eggs I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about, where like you can distinctively tell from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2 you had to do the Easter egg. I'm not saying every map on Black Ops 1 you didn't have to do the Easter egg because I didn't play a lot of Black Ops 1 like
I
Easter
will
eggs.
say Black Ops 2, like obviously you had town and you had like transit. I would say you didn't have to, but it was
That's
very
iffy.
it was very difficult on transit sometimes, especially if like me and you would play Black Ops 2 by like it was me and you because Tanner wouldn't play
Yeah.
zombies with us. He was too scared. Bryce really didn't play zombies because he was like, I'm a big multiplayer fanboy. I can only play multiplayer and prestige myself. That's all I can do. So it was really me and you. And like obviously, like I said, town and all that, no Easter eggs. Maybe play Samantha's Lullaby by finding 3 teddy bears.
Right.
But then you had you have the whole transit crew, which we don't see all that much in any other games except for BO2 and Black Ops 4. All right, and
Yeah.
sorry, but it sort of expanded on their different storylines that they could have, and then Mob of the Dead, would do some Easter eggs to get it. I played a lot of Mob of the Dead. I used, I go for high rounds on that map all the time. It's where Origins came out. That's when it really sort of took off.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically zombies in general is like your main game. Is if you were to like single out zombies as a game, would you choose that as your favorite game?
Yes. I'm
100%.
gonna yeah, I'm gonna be dead ass honest. I'm gonna have to say, like, if I got to play like any Call of Duty zombies port, not campaign or multiplayer, but like if I could switch between World at War, BO1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, and I don't even
Cold
give
War.
a fuck about Cold War, to be honest with you. But any of those 3 or 4 or 5, I don't know how many I said, but any of those zombies, if I could transfer between any of those, and that was legitimately the only video game I could play ever again, I really wouldn't be too upset with you. I'm gonna be honest, because like that's what I grew up doing. Me and my brothers split screening. Me and my stepdad split screening. Like, dude, like
Playing with the
killing
boys.
zombies all day. I don't give a shit. Like, it's just fun. Like I don't care what you say. It does
And
not. Get
it's not
old.
like you have to do the same thing every time. Like me and my brother did the
Yeah.
same thing. We'd play BO2 and be like, all right, this time we're gonna high round. Let's see how high we can get. Or, the one big thing that got really big, I can't remember when it got big, was the box challenge where you had to hit the box every round. Like
Yeah.
you had that, or you had like no perk challenges, or you had like no pack punch challenges and shit like
Dude,
that.
Honestly, just making up random bullshit challenges was
Yeah,
just
it has a lot
literally.
of replayability, dude. Like that's
And the
basically what
thing
you need in the game.
is like I didn't own any DLC maps until like 2 years into playing the game, so I was playing town like all day, every day, and switching between transit, multiplayer, and farm. But like town was really the only map I had at the time, and dude, literally my friends every night for like 2 years would just get on, yo, let's play town. And we didn't have enough money because our parents are like, yeah, here's your birthday present, Xbox 360. 6 months later, Christmas time,
Yeah.
here's your Black Ops 2 game. So, don't count on anything else till Christmas, So you literally didn't have shit. You gotta, like, every, like, half some, like, year, you got something new. So, because I didn't grow up in I grew up in a fucking poor ass house.
Yeah, you and me both.
I'm pretty sure all of us did.
Yeah. Well,
Not ashamed to have made me the man I am today.
Yeah.
well, yeah, that and look at us now, like, compared to where we were.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing too, pets. Like, I had a pet. That was my entertainment. You gotta take care of the dog. That's
You
happy
gotta-
birthday. We got a dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, you have responsibility now.
Right? But besides that, yeah, zombies, multiplayer on Black Ops 2. I didn't play. I used to watch my stepdad play World at War with his buddy from England back in the day on Xbox 360, and that's where I started getting into zombies. I was like, this is fun. And when you would go upstairs to go make dinner and you'd leave it on, leave his Xbox on, I would take his controller and I would hook up his other one, and me and my brother would fucking go into private match and play zombies, and then he'd call us up for dinner and hit, I don't think he cared, but me and my brother would play, and that's kind of how I got into his World at War Zombies, and just playing on whatever maps we could and figure out how to play. We didn't really know shit because we just watched him, but dude, he played downstairs in his bedroom like every day after school. Go home, do a little bit of homework, go downstairs. Oh, he's playing zombies. Sit there till dinner time, watch him, and then mom got home.
Dude, zombies is just something that's so iconic in Call of Duty that you cannot mention one without the other. Unless you're talking with
Yeah.
like other companies outside of Treyarch. But as soon as you start Treyarch, it's like I knew instantly it was zombies or something to do with zombies, because like there's just no way
Yeah.
you can't talk about that.
Dude, it's just like, and literally the story mode itself, like, is just so fucking, or not even the story mode. The story itself is like, if they
It's
were to
so
make it
fucking
into a
deep.
movie series, I would buy every single movie and watch it repeatedly, because that would be like
Yeah.
Get the
a
comics.
very big movie-thon. And fucking, but that's one of my favorite games. And then I'm gonna say my second favorite game franchise is Forza. All
I
right,
was gonna say Forza's
I-
up there for you.
Forza and Need for Speed. All right, because I
Yeah.
kind of got into both of those at the same time, and
Yeah.
that's just those are the two most, I guess, iconic car games or car game franchises. But Forza mainly because I started on Forza Horizon 3. My actual dad had an Xbox 360 and he got Forza Horizon 3, and he got me a Need for Speed Most Wanted. And this is back when I was like 14 or some shit. And that's so I started playing those, and then I ended up buying every Forza from there on out, and I didn't really keep up with the Need for Speed games because I didn't really like the non-realistic aspect because I was shit at it, so I had to
Yeah.
go with the realistic aspect, otherwise I wasn't good. It was, I just, I didn't like the unrealistic aspect, you know what I mean?
Some stuff got better as
It-
the games
don't get me
went,
wrong. Yeah, it was like cheating, like my stepdad shitting on me, and it's like, dude, fight me on Forza and I'll fucking mop you.
but
And-
right.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's just so weird. But I've shamefully put a lot of hours. My stepdad bought Forza Horizon, the first one, just to, he wasn't really into it, but I played it a little bit, and then the demo for the Need for Speed thing for the second one came out because he didn't buy the second one, and then the not the Need for Speed, the Fast and Furious demo came out for like and I downloaded that and I played the absolute fucking shit out of it. It was only like a little area of the map, and I played all the cars and shit, and because I didn't have an Xbox 360 of my own at the time, and yeah, I played the fuck out of that, and then like my 13th birthday, I finally got my own Xbox 360 Slim. Still have the motherfucker.
Oh, me
Never
too.
got rid of it. And fucking
Just don't connect it to the internet.
right, and fucking, I just played the shit out of Need for Speed, Forza Horizon 4, because at that time I had lost Forza Horizon 3 and Forza Horizon 4, or not Forza Horizon 4. What was it?
Most Wanted.
Forza Motorsports.
Yeah.
Forza Motorsports 3. I had lost that, and my dad did, and then Forza Motorsports 4 was just better, and that was just like the actual track racing version of it. And then, I played that for a bit, and then I bought Forza Horizon 5, and that was pretty good. And I played that a lot with my buddy Noble, which we'll probably talk about him quite a bit, back on Xbox One. And this was freshman year quite a bit, and then Forza Motorsport 6. Actually, no, I didn't play Forza Motorsport 5 because I couldn't afford it. But then as soon as I got my Xbox one night, like we went to the GameStop because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. He goes, all right, you get 2 free games with your Xbox One, and I was like, fucking bet, you know. But the next game I'm gonna get is fucking Christmas, and it's my birthday. You know, I've got 6 months to play these 2 games, and I was like, I thought I was only getting one. I was scared. So, uh, I'm like, what do you got? And he goes, I got Black Ops 3. And mind you, Black Ops 3 just came out like 2 days ago at this point in time, and Forza Motorsport 6. And I was like, fucking take it. I was like, you don't gotta say it. I fucking give it to me. I want to go home and play these. And, you know, remember, I'm coming from Xbox 360, right? You plug in, you put in the disc, you fucking click play, load in, right? I get
Yeah.
home, set up the Xbox One, gotta update a bunch of shit. I'm like, god damn, this is fucking stupid. Put in the
Yeah.
disc. I have to download the whole fucking game off the disc. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of buying a goddamn
I
disc?
forgot they, dude.
You
I
know,
forgot there was like that transition between where like you have to buy a disc, but you still have to install the game, and
and
it
that,
was weird because
yeah,
like before that it was either just get a disc or you fully install it. Now it's
yeah,
just pure installation, but like there
yeah.
was that transition in between.
And then that was the realization that I realized, fuck, we're in the future now. All these discs are, they don't hold shit. They're just a key to unlock the fucking software to
Yeah.
download. You know, that's all it is. Unless it has the campaign from the disc, which is what has Red Dead. Red Dead's only got the campaign on the disc. Or at least my copy anyways. But
I think
Yeah.
that's most
you
copies
know,
because that game is so big on its own, anyways.
yeah, exactly. But I was like, fuck, this is stupid. So I ended up waiting like a day to fucking play any of it. But I played Black Ops 3, you know. I was like, this game is my new favorite game ever. Like, I'm not gonna stop playing this, you know. Like, there's so many new camos. It's so cool, you know. Like, everything is glowing. There's so
Yeah.
many people, so many friends. You know what I mean? Like, that game literally lasted like 2 years because what game came out? Infinite War, and did absolute
Warfare.
dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And extended the game's lifespan by like 2 years or like a year and a half or something like that.
No, it
almost.
was definitely like longer than 2 years because that's when they were still on the cycle of each company wasn't releasing a game every year. They were doing it like every 2 or 3 years.
Oh yeah, and it was that game's lifespan was like almost 2 years or some shit, or like
Dude,
4
yeah.
years. Or
It was like
something
4 or
that.
5
They
years
invested a
because
lot of time into that one.
Infinite Warfare came
Yeah.
out and
Infinite
like
Warfare was absolute dog shit. You know, like you take a game like Black Ops 3 where the multiplayer blew up because of fucking packs and shit, and then they're like, "Yo, I know you guys are already addicted to multiplayer, but how about we just drop zombies on you and make it like literally like a fucking meth addiction?" And everyone was like, okay, daddy. You know, like I like the amount of Black Ops 3 content that came out and is still coming out is just nasty. You know, and you cannot deny that is the top grossing game just sale wise, which I know I would say MW3 in its time may be on par with it, but the fact that the game community wasn't as big with when MW3 was released versus when Black Ops 3 was released, you know, that's why the amount of copies sold is so different because, you know, it wasn't that big or popular, you know, so
Yeah.
but like it's literally disgusting how much money they made off of Black Ops 3. Like literally disgusting. Like they literally don't need any more
GTA
money
level shit.
and they still continue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking with Advanced Warfare already like having the supply drop thing and then Black Ops 3 perfecting it is just I don't off those 2 games they probably made trillion. Well, I know they made trillions, but
Yeah, those 2 selections right there, those are like 2 good ones.
Yeah.
you know, that was literally my childhood. And so I'm gonna explain this to you. I also like Battlefield a lot, like Forza,
Oh,
Battlefield.
we're
and
all
Call
waiting
of
for that
Duty.
game.
Yeah. So what my stepdad did when he got me my Xbox 360 at 13 is he said, "All right, you get 2 options. You get Battlefield 4, or you get Black Ops 2." And I chose Black Ops because I didn't know, so I was like, Black Ops 2, I guess. Sure. and kind of regretfully sometimes wish I didn't choose that, but then I went to probably ended up where I
Yeah,
am
no,
now.
like you would have missed out on zombies.
Yeah.
That was a fucking god selection though. Like Battlefield 4 or Black Ops 2. Both really good games and iconic up
And
as of today. Like
thing
fuck.
is, thing is I am a huge COD player as of today. My stepdad, none of the new Battlefields past Battlefield 4, but my stepdad has literally so many hours on Battlefield 4. That dude probably remembers every Battlefield 4 map like the back of his fucking hand. He he was a sniper, right? So he literally knew everything. And watching him play was low-key kind of boring, but like he was really smart and he loves Battlefield so goddamn much. He literally it's fun watching him play though because he doesn't play it anymore, but he used to get upset when kids would rush him with ARs and
Yeah.
shit because he wouldn't have an AR or anything, and he wasn't really good with ARs because he wasn't like a huge like gamer. He was more like a sniper. He wanted to join the
Yeah.
army to snipe, and that's his thing. He's living out his dream sniping in Call it or in Battlefield. And I mean, hey, that's Battlefield is probably the best way to try to live out your dream like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? That's probably the
Dude,
closest.
honestly though, like Battlefield sniping was such a good like
Mhm.
sniping game just because of the fact that there's bullet velocity, there's bullet drop, and it was just so nice hitting those shots. Once you like get that like the hit marker or like that solid headshot, the clean kill, and it just came out with like the rewards. It was so
The
satisfying to hear that
ribbons, the
noise.
medals.
Mhm.
Yeah, the medals, all of it was just so
And the
satisfying
thing
to have.
is my stepdad, like, he's that one kid that you fucking hated because you played the game like you're supposed to. He was like balls deep in a fucking ghillie suit in the middle of nowhere, just sniping kids off their shit, and they couldn't find him because he was literally hidden.
Yeah.
Besides his gamer tag showing what general area he was in, you literally couldn't see the fucking dude because he was living out his dream as a sniper and fucking like it was fun to watch him play that, and but I soon after got Battlefield 4 and played different battlefields and shit, so got on that train a tad bit, not much though. So till
Yeah,
Battlefield 1 came out, I was all over that shit like a fat kid on chocolate cake. Holy shit.
I remember the one Battlefield game I did play the most besides Battlefield 3 was Hardline.
Yeah.
And I
eh,
like because I didn't get Battlefield 4. Like I didn't play that on my
yeah.
Xbox. I didn't have the space for it on my Xbox for the longest time.
Hardline. What was Hardline about?
That was
Hardline
like
was you were
cops and
cop versus
gangsters.
criminals. Yeah. And it got
Oh.
a lot of backlash because of it, but it's low-key still a good game.
It
It
was
just
like
wasn't.
it was kind of like a different vibe. Like
Yeah, it was a real
It
different
was a
vibe, but it's still
different. It was
good.
yeah. I
People
think
just
that's what.
didn't like it because it didn't fit the battlefield that they wanted. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's exactly what I was.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
basically it was
that.
like really short maps. Was
It's
it
like
small maps?
yeah, they were
Yeah.
relatively small depending on the game
Yeah,
mode.
small maps, shorter gunfights and all that.
It
I
wasn't
guess I
like
could see that
it wasn't
why
World
that
War
was
Three
fun.
like everyone will, because they're like, why can't I fly a jet into a goddamn Eiffel Tower and then jump a fucking four-wheeler into a helicopter? This is rigged.
Okay, it gave us some iconic memes. The couch,
Yeah, it did. It
the
did.
fucking
It
Battlefield
the
did
5
police.
indeed the
still.
couch. I do remember that. I would find that every single game that we were on that map. But the reason I just remember that one so much is because like I played Battlefield 3 the most out of any other one because I didn't have Battlefield 4. And it was like going from the older generation of like because even Battlefield 3 to Battlefield like the next Battlefields there was definitely differences and I just remember that because I played Battlefield 4 with Seabass at his house. I remember just
Yeah.
sitting there with my sniper rifle doing like the same thing that your dad would do, but I was like a 7-year-old kid. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. And went to Hardline. I'm like, oh, this is different. I remember it was called, what was it, Blood Heist or something like that. That was the game mode. Like It was basically just like steal the cash. It was like a kill confirmed, but like take cash off of people instead of dog tags. I remember playing that for hours with a shotgun, or like running around blasting people with a shotgun just because I fucking wanted to. But that and blowing people up with like grenades and shit. I just remember that being like I played it with Lance a lot. And yeah, that's how I just vibed back then because I had that on PS4, and it was either play Dragon Age Inquisition or play Battlefield Hardline.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah,
Back in the day, you pretty much played what you had. You didn't really have a choice in what
yeah,
you
but they were
played.
fucking golden mines. Like they were just genuinely like gold nuggets that they would given out, not like I don't know, not like fucking the games that we
Shit
have right now.
nowadays,
Yeah.
really like, yeah, we need money. Play this for a little bit. It's like, bitch, you fucking little shit. I'll stab you.
Do it.
Like back in the day, those games weren't a lot, but for what they had, they were fucking. And that's the problem nowadays.
Well, it's
I
like
think
there's always that picture you see. It's like games back then, and it's like a burger, and it's like a whole burger with like everything on it. And it's like it's like the ketchup and mustard is the DLC, and now it's like you buy like the hamburger patty, and then you have to get like this DLC for this and this DLC for that. It's like you gotta buy and assemble your whole fucking burger. Like
Yeah. I
And
guess
then-
that is a good point. A lot of like microtransactions and companies have been getting a lot greedier.
that, and you have like there's like you get your pre-order bonus, which you got stuff back then for pre-order bonuses, but it wasn't like in-game stuff. It was
like that.
it wasn't really like you would get like the weaponized 115 and like Black Ops 2, but you got like in-person stuff. Like you get the like Borderlands 2. You pre-ordered Borderlands 2 or something. You got like the red chest with a bunch of stuff like character cards and like figurines and stuff. Like you got like special stuff, and like that's what you paid for pre-ordering. You got like a decent amount of stuff, and mostly you'd have to pay an extra charge, kind of like Black Ops 2. You paid like what was it, $300 for the Juggernog fridge,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
I think so.
But that was the kind of stuff you got back in the day, not stuff that was really game based.
Yeah, Fallout 4, Fallout 3, that they kind of did the same thing.
They
You'd
still
get, like,
they
the
still kind of follow
Pip-Boy,
that.
the fucking things like that. That was
Yeah,
kind
shit
of what
back
they.
then, you didn't realize that at the time, but that shit low-key was priceless. Like,
Yeah, collectibles basically.
yeah, like I walk into anyone's house. If I walk into in their house and they have a fucking goddamn Juggernaut mini fridge from back then, instantly they're my new father. They own me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
They
you were
own
taking
me.
it like
You know,
you're taking it home with you.
Master.
like to me that fridge
Master.
is worth a fucking Lamborghini. You know, like if I had to choose Lamborghini or that fridge, I'm taking the fucking fridge. Fuck that Lamborghini. You know, and somebody
Yeah.
else got that Lamborghini. Fuck him. You know, and the thing is, people are like, maybe, but it's just like, that shit is something that I'm gonna be like, hey kids,
They don't
this
do
is
them like
my
they used
childhood. Like, and the thing people don't realize nowadays is like, how your dad is like super like proud of showing you his fishing shit, or like, his car, like teaching you shit. Like, we're gonna be showing our kids like, yo, dude, this Xbox and this game right here is literally my childhood.
This holds
40
more.
years
This
ago,
holds more
what you're
memories
going
than
through
you've
now.
made yet.
Yeah, right.
to. My dad just kind of was proud of showing me his fake IDs.
Well,
That's about it.
my real dad was yeah, I don't.
Alright.
Little fuckhead.
Well, we never really got Elmo's answer on the question.
Yeah, what was your answer, you little shit stain?
I'm like, okay, so as we were talking, right, we went through like a few little games like Battlefield and Zombies, and I gotta say, all those games are fucking amazing. Like, they were gold mines. I played all of them, and I loved all of them. I played some Fallout, and I played some Borderlands 2, and that was such a great game as well. But I'm more of a story mode kind of guy. I like to play games with like fancy graphics with the art style that are just really looks nice and has some really good like gameplay. if I were to choose some games, it would be games like Ori and the Blind Forest. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you guys
I
Yeah,
know
know
I
what
about
played
it.
that. That's actually a really good game. I love that
Yeah,
game.
like sometimes I just like to sit down and just on my own, just play it on my own pace, have fun. Look for like little secrets, look for little, I don't know, puzzles that we can complete. Um, Another game that was similar to that was Dust Elysian Tale or Alice in Tale or something like that.
I think I know what you're
And
talking
that
about.
one
Yeah.
was a really good one. I really love that one. That one's like, fuck, that was back in like 360, Xbox 360 days. I don't remember how I got it, but it was an indie game and I got it and I just loved playing it every single day of it. Um, I guess Destiny would be my second game, just because it's a good mix between story mode and multiplayer.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
got
not like
that.
I'm bad at multiplayer. It's just that sometimes it's good to like take a breather from multiplayer because it's like player versus player. The other team is gonna be skilled, and you're just placing yourself in a high stress game. So going into story modes is just really nice. So hopping from like Crucible to Vanguard or Strikes, that was like the perfect combo right there. You just go from one place, then you hop onto the other, and you just try to like balance out your mental health basically. Make sure you don't lose your marbles over like losing Crucible matches and shit.
Yeah, understand.
And I don't know if I were to put another game in there. I guess Fallout would probably be a good one.
See, Fallout's a good one
Yeah,
because it's just an open world story game. Like, you can
I
take
didn't.
take your
What?
time, go do random shit, or you can follow the storyline. Like, you didn't have to continuously. It's not a linear storyline. You can go, you know, you can do the storyline, go find your father, and then all of a sudden you're finding 30 Nuka-Cola Quantum for this lady out in a fucking shack in the middle of the goddamn wasteland. Like, that was
Dude, yeah,
Fallout.
open world games in general have a fucking special place in my heart. Skyrim, GTA,
Right.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Dude, holy fuck. And then there's
Yeah,
some
there's
other
a lot
games
of
that
games.
I wasn't able to play that I really wish I could have. Oh, what was that?
Yeah, a game that I wish I was like that I was in that situation about is fucking Fallout. Like I Fallout and what's that one game, Scott? You know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of them. Then one of them's Carnival. You play them. God damn, I cannot think.
Is it Skyrim?
No, it's like kind of like Borderlands, but like underwater creatures.
Bioshock.
Yeah,
BioShock,
Bioshock.
yeah.
That is
Bioshock
such a good
series.
game.
I wish I
So,
could have played those when I was a child, and like gotten into them and like Fallout, but like, I couldn't because my stepdad wasn't into them at the time, because I didn't have any games like that except games that he thought were okay, just because.
yeah.
He was a gamer, so he understood what the fuck was in these games. You know what I mean, parent. I couldn't trick him. I couldn't have been like, "Hey, Mark, can I get GTA? It's just a game about driving cars and shooting people." No, he's like, "Yeah, there's strippers, drugs. I don't need this influencing my kid right now." You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Right
But
now.
little does he know. Yeah. Anyways,
Dude, that reminds me of the time I snuck fucking GTA 5 for the first
hey,
Hey, we've
time.
all been
I
there, dog.
snuck it through my mom, like, cause they required identification in order to buy that game. And I remember this, cause like they were like, yeah, can I see an ID for this? I'm like, really? For a fucking video game? And I had to bring my mom in, and she's like, yeah, sir, here you go. And it was, I somehow still got it, but that was such a
oh,
like,
dude, your heart was probably racing like
dude,
a
that was
motherfucker. You was
such
like,
a amazing
shit,
moment.
shit,
Like, oh,
shit.
fuck. Please don't look at the picture.
I
Please don't look at
I
the.
I
Cause like
remember
the part, they have like the girl in the bikini and stuff like.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that was just.
And you're just like, I ain't gonna go to the strip club. I already seen that on YouTube. I just want to go drive the cars and play my friends.
Yep.
You're just like, Mom, trust me.
I
Even though
remember
you damn, you're gonna go into that place whenever you get the free time.
Dude, not gonna lie, I went in there twice. I went in there twice by myself. Once because I just wanted to see what it was like, And then 2, I was like, you know what? I gotta practice for when I actually go to the strip club, and then I realized halfway through I'm a fucking retard. I was like, I'll probably never be this rich, so I'll just stop.
Dude,
I
It was
remember
a
there
dumb
used to be
thing.
this like, you know, kind of like GameStop, but it was like, you know, whatever. There used to be one in Hudson. There was the same one nearby, and I went up there and I'm like, I want this game, and they're like, GTA. I'm like, yeah. They're like, you got ID? I'm like, no, I don't have it on me. They're like, well, we'll let you get away with it just this once. I was like, alright, like whatever. And I remember sneaking it home. We're playing GTA at my dad's, and I brought it to my mom. So my mom was very against, like, no GTA, none of that shit. Whoops. You know, it happens.
you ever get busted or anything like that? They're
Nope.
walking.
Nope, I played the game, got what I got out of it, and brought it back to the game store.
Fuck, dude. Nah, dude. You didn't get that high adrenaline fucking shit, dude. I was sitting there next to her, like I was standing right next to her, looking at the cashier, hoping that he wasn't gonna say anything. Like I was just looking at him, like giving him the death glare, basically. I was like, "All right, listen here, you motherfucker. Don't you dare say anything stupid to her." And like, she, eventually, we got through and it got the game. But like, still, that was a fucking high. It was a high stakes, high return situation.
I had that,
Mhm.
like, it was definitely like my mom could have just, like, walked in and been like, what the fuck are you playing, you know? But she never did.
Yeah,
I
makes
always
luck.
played the game afterwards, after they went to work.
I did it after they went to bed.
Dude, how long have we been going for?
We've
Hour
been going
30.
for about an hour 30, yeah. Um, yeah,
Do we try to
so
wrap it up here? Or
yeah,
should
we're
we
gonna wrap it up here. So, Scott's got a sponsor that we've got for this podcast or this podcast. Oh, the podcast that he is going to give us here real quick.
Alright, it's through Rep Sports. Use code SPADES, all uppercase, on Rep Sports for 15% off Ray's products and any other products on their website, including C4 energy drinks, and then their protein powders for pre-workout.
Well, there you go. That is our thing. We'll be putting that in the
Description below.
description, yeah, of the video or wherever we upload this. But yeah, you can go there, use the code, get yourself some energy, pre-workout, whatever you need. Supports the channel. Well, I say channel because we'll probably upload these to YouTube, but we will find other places to also upload them. But for now, most likely on YouTube
we'll
and
work out the
everything.
kinks?
So, yeah, Elmo, do you want to drop your Instagram or anything, or
Nah, I think I'm good. No
Scott, do you
social
want to
media.
drop your
Nothing.
YouTube?
I'll drop mine in description, and I'm gonna have things of mine and yours, like Twitch and all that, on here.
Yeah, everything will be in the description right now. You can look, follow us. I stream every once in a while, not very often.
Yeah,
Scott streams quite a bit.
I would say I don't currently have a schedule. I'm working on getting it. There is days when I do want to just stream, so I'm getting there as well. But yeah.
Yeah, so
Any final words, boys?
no, not really. It was fun.
No, that's it.
And I don't really know if we're gonna be back next week or in 2 weeks, but we will probably record some, put it in at the end, and let you know once we figure that out. So, but yeah, I am Sebastian again. I am the host, and I got my co-host Scott. He is the producer and also my co-host. Scott, wanna say bye?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this off on some words of wisdom from our mutual friend John. Just guys, remember, it only takes 2 wipes to clean your ass, 3 to know it's clean.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah.
I was like, yeah, let's get this done. Alright, guys, see you next time.